Hello, welcome to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquiggums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I take another first look, this time at Into the Stars. It is by Fugitive Games, and it is in Steam Early Access. You guys can go grab it for yourselves and dive into Arc 13, which is the ship that's right there, guys. Arc 13, and go all throughout space and do various things. Now, I'm glad this is one of the games I did not do a blind first look playthrough thing with, because this game is actually... It's not super complicated, but there's a lot of little things to it. I still don't understand it all, and I'm probably going to fail horribly. And you guys are going to laugh at me, but I don't think I'll fail in time for you to see it, so that's going to be okay. Anyhow, it is basically kind of a mix between, like, FTL. So you'll see a lot of FTL stuff, but you're actually traveling in, like, first person. You can be, like, in the cockpit of the pilot, or the captain's chair, sorry. I'll say the pilot's seat, but it's the captain's chair. And you'll see your crew members doing stuff, or you can be outside and you have an outside view, and you actually control the ship and you move it around and stuff. It's pretty cool. The graphics look really nice, at least to me. I mean, maybe some people will be like, oh, these graphics are ugly. I don't know. I like the graphics. I think the voice acting's fantastic. This game's got a ton of potential. The only thing I would say that's a little bit weird, and it's not a bad thing, it's a lot slower than a lot of games that I've played recently. So to me, it feels slow, but there's a reason it feels slow, and there's a reason that being slow is not a bad thing. You'll see the game plays out phenomenally well. There's a lot of little things to the game, and I really am a big fan. Now I'm going to shut up because I've talked for about a minute and a half about the game, but I haven't shown you anything about it. So let's get in and go. Shall we? New mission.
Congratulations on being selected to lead our final ship.
Thank you.
Arc 13 from our home.
Yay, we get to lead the final ship, the Arc 13, from their home. Alright, so we have Explorer, Normal, and Pursuit. All three of these are different difficulty levels, as I'm sure you can imagine. This is easy, normal, and hard. I missed. Alright, so Explorer mode, difficulty has no threat level increase while spending time in sectors. The only combat you will encounter will be direct combat with a patrol. And this one, the longer you spend a time in a spot, the more your threat level will increase. And finally, Pursuit mode is the hardest and adds a large bonus to the end. Also, things are going to come murder you. I would not try this because I can't even get past this, but I'm not too cowardly to go here. So, being the normal coward that I am, I'm going to go here.
Enter your details.
Alright, I've decided that this guy's face is probably the one I'm going to go with. Yep, it's going to be him. I'm going to call him Boggs. He is not going to be player name, he's going to be Boggs, just Boggs. I'm going to go with that. He is going to be a... I don't know what he's going to be here. Let's see. A veteran of many battles and widely considered a military genius, your keen understanding of military tactics gives your crew an additional +5 Eng stat at the start. This one gives us 50 carrying back bonuses when resource gathering. 25% civilian building construction. Okay. Years spent avoiding capture behind enemy lines has made survival in hostile environments your specialty. Or specialty, if you will. This gives your crew a bonus to all % success rates. I'm gonna go with survivalist. I'm gonna give that one a shot this time around. We're gonna hit next.
Final module selection is at your discretion.
All right, now this
but
seems
choose wisely, as we have limited space on board.
I'll wait till she's done talking. Okay, now this will seem exceptionally daunting, and it is a little bit much to do at the beginning. I've already checked the hints. I'm not going to go over it again. I have a rough idea. Still might make very, very terrible choices, but you basically go through this bit by bit. So here's the credits you have. You can spend up to 1,000, and you have to get all of these pretty much filled in. Once that's done, anything you have left over at that point, you come over here and you get additional storage from that. Now, let's hop in. We'll start with life support first. This is not the one you should go with, at least in my experience. This is what cost me last time. I went with this, the Extremo life support system. The Extremo 5000 converts CO2 to supply oxygen for your entire ship, keeping you and your inhabitants alive and breathing. Efficient consumption rate at a greater cost. Having that many CO2 pieces getting like used or usage of it is rough, especially when I think my engine also had CO2. So I was burning that really quickly, and it was not pleasant. Your other options are 2 CO2 and 1 biomass. I don't like this at all, or biomatter rather. This is also pretty bad. CO2 and nitrogen, that's a little bit better. So we're going to go with that one. We're going to equip that bad boy. Alright, we're going to go down to the protein sequencer, if I can actually speak or read today. This is where you're going to get your food from. And you can read each and every one of these things, and I could do that right now, but I want to actually play the game a little bit, guys. There's a lot to read, a lot to do here, and I'd rather breeze through some of this on the easy side of it. Now, if you guys really, 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 really like this game and you want to see more of it, I may be able to do it down the line when it fully releases, but for now, you're just going to have to settle with the first look, guys. So bear that in mind. The game's a lot of fun, though. Alright, so this one's got 2 biomatter and 2 magnesium. Or 3 biomatter. Or 3 biomatter, 2 nitrogen, sorry. I think I'm going to go with the 2 and 2. It's a little bit more cost inefficient. It's 125 credits, but I think that's worth it. So we're going to go that route. And then we're going to come down here to the engine. And we can have the hydrogen engine that runs off of 4. We can go with 2 nitrogen, 2 CO2. I went with that last time. Or we can go with 2 hydrogen. Oh, we also have this one that runs off of biomatter. I think I'm going to try this. I think I'm going to try the 4 hydrogen. This may be a terrible, terrible, terrible choice. I don't know. But we're going to give it a shot. 4 hydrogen's so expensive. Do we really need a top speed that high? Maybe we'll go with the 2 hydrogen one. That's 50% decrease in top speed, but it might be okay. How did that... Okay, that should be fine. Alright, we'll equip that bad boy up. Alright, now we have exploration and mining. So our shuttle will allow us to bring our troops down, or our crew members down to the planet's surface and do things. I think I'm going to go with the filthy shuttles. Yeah. Now, what is it that we gain from this? I think we're just going to go with the filthy shuttles. That's fine. That's going to be a bit more expensive, I think. So we're looking like we're going to run out of room, possibly. Alright, the Hansen Industries mining probe. Nitrogen, hydrogen and nitrogen, or magnesium. 30, 55, 60. Okay, we're going to go with magnesium again. I'm okay with that. We're getting a little bit high on magnesium usage, but I think it'll still be okay. Alright, we're not going to go with magnesium this time. We might go with nitrogen. We're not going to do that for sure. Alright, we're going to go with nitrogen. Equip, okay. So the last things we have to do now are our combat systems, so our laser cannon. Let's see here. 15 damage output, charge time of 8. We have the 25 damage with the charge time of 14. And the 6 and 12. I think I'm going to go with the 15 and 8. Okay, we're going to go with 40 damage and 20. 30 damage and 15. Or 20 and 10. I think we're going to go down the middle again. We'll equip that bad boy. And finally... the Hansen Industries, this is our hull integrity, I believe. Our absorption rate. The wet blanket from the Hansen absorbs 10% of any damage dealt to the hull, but it is quite affordable. Whereas this one, 15%. This one is 20. And they all go up. We're going to go with this one. We'll equip it. And there we go. So we have basically nothing left. We have no cargo bay that we can increase at all, which is a little bit sad. Let's see if we can't change that a little bit here. I'm going to go with the torpedo. I'm actually going to lower the torpedo one down to 20 and 10. I think that's going to be okay. 65 credits. Oh, that is the one that we had. 15 and 30, 60 credits. We might be able to get one cargo bay thing out of this then. I'm going to equip 15. No? Well, if we're gonna... I don't know why that's cheaper. That's weird that that's cheaper. Well, that's fine. Alright, well, we're just gonna equip it, I guess. I keep doing it wrong, don't I? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I want that one. Alright, so we're not going to have any bonuses here that we can actually bring with us, which is a little bit sad. I'm trying to think, is there anything? I guess the mining rig I can change. We can go magnesium again. 150. That'll give us a little bit more to play with. So what we could do is go with 25 credits at 100. Then we could add 50 with 15 credits, but yeah, it's not worth it. Alright. We don't quite have 50. Alright, so there we go. Alright, that's going to be it for us, folks. Let's hop in, and we have a lot of magnesium reliance now. I'm not sure I like this, actually. Let's see if I can't do something else with the mining probe. Sorry guys, we're gonna have to tweak it a little bit here. Oh, there's like literally nothing else that's good. I suppose nitrogen wouldn't be terrible. Can we afford that? No, we can't afford that. Alright, who cares? Let's just go with it. Alright, so we're gonna hit next, and then we get to choose our resources that we're gonna be bringing. Alright, so we're going to need a whole bunch of hydrogen is going to be the thing. We can have a max storage of 4,300. I'm going to want 1,500 of this. It's going to be a thing. I'm going to want... Oh, sorry. We have to hit enter after you do that, guys. I'm going to want 1,500 of this, probably. And I want to say 1,000 nitrogen. Actually, we probably do this as 1,000 as well. We're going to need this for food. So we can't do 1,000. We'll do 600 maybe. This is a little bit rough, guys. I'm not gonna lie. How about 750 here? 750 here. And then we're gonna need what? 600? 600 there, and then we have an extra 100 to throw in. I think we're just gonna put it here into the magnesium. All right, so we're gonna do 700 there. All right, so we're fully loaded out now, and let's hope this actually works out. We'll see.
You'll need to select a balanced crew, Captain.
Alright, so we need a balanced crew. So basically what we're going to need is... I'm going to go and select these individual things here. We're going to get Amy Young more than likely. Let's see, she's pretty good on most things. Engineering command, okay, I'm fine with that. We'll enlist her. Alright, next up, we're going to need somebody that's high up in engineering. Michelle Johnson's okay. We can go with Jessica Adams as well. In fact, Jessica's actually better overall, so I think I'm going to bring her instead. Alright, I need a couple good pilots. It looks like we have Stan Allen. We're going to bring him along. Let's see. Actually, they're all pretty close. This guy's much better. Emily Smith is much better. We're going to bring her along overall. And Carlos, not really that great. Alright, we're going to snag up... I guess we can bring you, buddy. Alden Williams. Sure, you can come along as well. Alright, we need a high medical supply officer. You are the best by far, even though you're kind of crappy in most other things. I don't know what this thing does. I've never figured... Well, I guess it'll tell us. Toughness skill can lower how much damage is received to an individual member when taking damage. And what is this one? The mining skill is used on the mining rig launches... or is used on mining rig launches and determines the drill movement speed. Oh, really? Well, I suppose we should get somebody who's pretty good at both. We'll get Susan Martin. I think we have like almost all females throughout this. That's fine. Alright, well, we could rename them if we really wanted to, but I'm okay with rolling out with the crew that we actually have. Let's ship out and get going.
Entering hyperspace. All hands take position.
All hands take position. I don't know how long the loading's going to be, guys. The first time I did this, it was pretty long. This time, not so long, so that's cool. And we're back on the loading screen. Hey. We managed to put some distance between us and the Scorn, but our warp core is completely destroyed. Thankfully, we salvaged some parts, so in case you need to do repairs, we have spare parts and engineering. Woohoo! Sweet. Alright, our resources are draining fast, Captain. I advise you stop at the planet up ahead and explore it for as much resources as possible, or as many resources as possible. The more planets we explore, the higher our chances for survival. Would you like to see an overview of the ship's controls before we start? I highly suggest you look them over. Nope, we're good. Alright, this is basically the galaxy map, whatever, the space map that we have. We start here, and we basically have to end up all the way over here. That's our goal. However, we're not going to have the resources to get from here to there, so we're going to have to ping-pong off of multiple different planets and things in order to do so. Now, what we're going to do to start off here is we are going to
the other ARC vessels, but have yet to receive a response.
Wait till she's done talking.
Picking up numerous signals now, this system appears to be quite active. You should note that the Scorn likely tracked our movements here and will attempt to follow. We should keep moving and try to reach Titus Nova as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Engines at maximum
So
power.
that's the plan. We have to reach Titus Nova as quickly as possible. Alright, so we're going to take off. We're going to go fly through this little ring just because it's fun to do. And we're going to actually try it in our captain's chair and see if I can actually pilot good enough to do this. Or well enough, if you will. Alright, so the if you press W, you nose down. If you press S, you nose up. If you press A, you roll left. If you press D, you roll right. Sorry guys, my brain is not working for some reason. Additionally, you can turn with Q and E, so left and right movement. And this is actually kind of scary, guys. You're going to do a lot of your commands and stuff through this particular interface, so try to get a little bit used to it if you can. And combat is turn-based, and it's kind of turn-based. It's timer-based, I should say. It's not really turn-based. But basically, you have timers where you can attack, you can launch missiles, you can actually dodge or evade the attack. Let's head back outside and see what we're flying through. Isn't this cool, guys? And then you can click the middle mouse button and you can actually look around. As long as you remember not to crash into anything while you're looking around, it should be fine. You look all around your ship. It looks quite lovely. It's got Arc 13 on the side there. Like I said, the game looks phenomenal. I really like it, but it's pretty slow paced. Alright, so we're going to hop back in. Now it said medical alert, and you'll see right here, crew. It's got a red little exclamation point. So what has happened? There's an STD spread. We must put that out. So we're going to look for somebody with our high medical skills. Stan Allen's the man. I'm going to send him there to deal with it. Then we're going to hit 1 to jump back to the captain's chair. And we'll continue barreling right along at this planet. And we are now within range to interact with it.
Orbit. Engines now idle.
As
Captain,
you see,
what are your orders?
we entered orbit. Engines are idle. Now, if you want to just deploy a resource probe, you will get back whatever resources are available on the thing. It's not the most efficient way to do it, but it will still come back with quite a decent amount. We're going to send Alden Williams in. We're going to ready him up, and we have a 94% chance to do it. We're going to launch right now. 75 magnesium to do this, and then hopefully we'll come back with at least that much, plus other things. And here it is. The probe was successful, and we got back 50 magnesium. So not the most successful in that, but we got a lot of other resources as well. So pretty good overall. We'll confirm that. And then here's another one that we can do. We'll deploy our shuttle.
Shuttle team selection.
Okay, shuttle team selection. We need a pilot, we need a commander, we need a medic / evade. So our pilot, we're going to send Alden Williams again. Our medic, we're going to send our boy. He's already on the medical. Jessica Adams isn't bad. We're going to send her. And commander, we're going to send Amy Young to go and deal with that. We're going to ready that bad boy up. Launch, 91% chance of success. Now once we land, we have a few different options that we can actually go through. And the shuttle flight was successful. Alright, we can go to alien research, we can go to the down shuttle, or we can besiege a settlement, or go to the besieged settlement. Alien research. Captain, we've stumbled onto a Glubdon research station. They would like to do some seemingly harmless scans on the commander. Shall we let them? The Glubdon can't be trusted. Draw your weapons and leave the facility immediately. Allow them to proceed. The commander could use a thorough evaluation anyway. Demand they allow us to scan one of their own in exchange. Let's go with that one. The commander appears to be fine, and we discover that, unsurprisingly, the Glubdon lack a spine. Shocking.
Mission complete.
Alright, well, we were successful there. Alright, we can gather up. Let's see here. We have this mining rig, which will allow us to trade hydrogen for magnesium. I think we're going to go that route. Yes, I would like to do that.
Module active. Your orders, Captain.
Alright, that's pretty good. So we can actually get multiple different modules this way by deploying this one. Now let me show you what this one does here. This is the mining rig. Alright, so what we want here is actually mining. I did not know this. I was completely foolish and unaware of this. So Susan Martin's going to be my miner, and we need a decent pilot once again. And of course it's going to be Alden Williams. Now I'm going to want a few other people to be piloting as well. So there we go.
Good conditions.
Alright, we're going to head down. 88% chance. Let's hope this bad boy lands. Now you get to see a weird little cinematic. It seems a little out of place, but I imagine when the game's fully complete, this will flow a little bit better. But they're coming down on a mining rig right now, so that's what you're seeing. Alright, it was successfully launched. Alright, now check it out, guys. Here's the little mini game. So we want to avoid the red spots and gather up all the resources that we can. And avoid any of the more solid-looking things that will completely destroy our vessel. Oh, I just blew it up. But we did manage to get a bunch of CO2, a little bit of hydrogen, and some nitrogen and magnesium back from that. It's not too bad. I think we can try one more of those, possibly another shuttle, and then we'll probably be pretty good. Alright, so that was my own folly that time. Oh, threat level is yellow. We're going to stay here a little bit longer before we get moving. We're going to launch one of our lesser pilots. It's still an 86% chance. We're going to hope that it works. And again, the crashed mining thing can damage your people. I mean, there's lots of horrible things, injuries and whatnot. But hey, we got it. Anytime you successfully do something, you get points for it too. So that's a good thing. Alright, I'm going to go for some CO2 over here. Some hydrogen and nitrogen and some magnesium. Some more hydrogen, nitrogen, all sorts of good stuff here. Oh, this is not a good... Oh, that was a bad spot. I went into a real bad spot there. Alright, well, that was not as efficient or as effective as I'd like, but could have been worse. Alright, we're going to launch one more shuttle real quick. Actually, we're going to probably launch two more, just to be, you know, if I'm being honest here. We're going to do two more. Your medical's 38. You know what, we're going to launch your medical. You can probably pilot us in, and what do we have? A commander? You're going to be our commander. Alright, we're going to launch. A 90% chance. Let's go. Now, I don't know if I personally would want to go on a shuttle with only a 90% chance of success. That seems pretty risky. Alright, she got another piloting point. Very good. Alright, I want another module. I'm going to go to the refugees here. We discovered alien refugees fleeing from a Scorn attack that would like an escort to their next encampment. They seem terrified, Captain. Should we help them get there? If the Scorn are in the area, your mission is compromised. Return to the Arc 13 right away. Escort the refugees to a safe location, then return to the ship. We can't afford another attack. Fly ahead and scout their encampment. The Scorn could be waiting in ambush. Let's do that one. One of their scouts accompanied us to the encampment. We circled several times and saw no signs of the Scorn. On landing, our scouts shared some of their supplies and thanks.
Shuttle team returning to ship.
Alright, so what is it that we have here? The Griffin have crafted the Mark 12 system to deal solid damage to respectable charge times. 30 damage output, 15.
Scorn force inbound.
35 and 16. I think we're going to switch this. We need to get our butts out of here now.
Captain, what are your orders?
You know what? I'm going to risk it, guys. We can do up to 3 shuttles. We're going to do it really quick and hope that this is going to be enough. And I don't know. It's terrifying to think of, but we're going to give it a shot anyway.
Good conditions.
Let's get out there and get moving. 97%. That's a much better chance. 97% though. I know in XCOM and other games that I played, that's not always guaranteed. Alright, the flight was a success. Captain, which location? We want another module chance here. Captain, there's an abandoned mech bunker here that may have some supplies and it appears to have been heavily damaged in recent engagement. Should we go inside? Scan the bunker and life forms to make sure it's actually abandoned before proceeding. Make your way into the bunker and scavenge anything you can. Fire a few warning shots. Scan it first. 75%. Let's hope we get success. Ooh, we failed. Clever, the mech were hiding just inside waiting for someone to approach with no clever way around. We returned to the shuttle and aborted the mission. Alright, let's get out of this place.
Awaiting deployment.
Alright, we're going to go back. Okay, we have a serial killer amongst our crew. Well, not really our crew, but in our ship. Alright, we should be moving. I feel like we're taking our sweet time moving. There we go. Alright, we're going to go take a look at our map here. And we're going to plot our course. We're going to want to go straight ahead, I think. We'll set the course, and that is directly ahead. I'm sorry, guys. This is what happens when you hit the escape button instead of the correct button. Alright, so we're going to head straight ahead. I'm not going to stop off on that planet over there. We're just going to try to make it to the next one. I think it's going to be okay. We're going to open up our crew menu here. And we have a serial killer. We need a commander to go. We're going to send Amy Young to deal with the serial killer. It should be okay. We're going to go back to the captain's chair. Hopefully avoiding any kind of nonsensical awfulness, and hopefully finding a few more planets to pilfer from. Like at our current course, I don't see a lot of planets. Oh, there's a ship over there, though. Maybe we should make our
medical issue resolved.
Our lines over this way. Well, like I said, guys, it is a little bit of a slower moving game, and unfortunately, we're almost out of time. I'm going to try to go a little bit longer than I normally would. Because, like I said, I feel the game definitely deserves some love, and definitely you have to play it a little bit in order to really see and experience the game in its fullest. So, like I said, it's a cool game. There's a lot of little stuff, and I'm hoping that we run into a battle, some sort of fight before we end up breaking off the episode, because I feel pretty bad if that was the case. What I might do, guys, if we don't run into a battle sometime in the next 5 minutes, I may cut the thing and fade to black, and then come back once I actually have the battle underway. So let's go check out what was added to our problem. Gravity sickness, I believe. And I believe Stan Allen is our current medic, so unfortunately he's going to be going back in for that. We're getting closer and closer to this vessel. We are at maxed out speed, and we're conserving fuel pretty decently. I don't know how our resources are right now. Let's take a peek real quick. Our resources are dwindling slowly, but not too bad. So I feel like we're doing okay right now. We have 39 days worth of oxygen and 15 days worth of food. So I feel like we're pretty solid right now. We're really going to have to look toward maybe that red planet. Maybe that's going to be our next objective. That's where we're going to head. Something else out there. Alright, now last time I had to like nearly get on top of this thing. There's another public morale is low. Alright, engineer training. A training class is available for engineers.
The Ark 8, Captain Cooper's ship.
Okay, the Ark 8, Captain Cooper's ship. Or trip. We're going to send Jessica Adams down there to go and deal with that. Alright, we're going to press the F key here to interact with them.
Complete. Captain, what are your orders?
We're going to deploy our shuttle.
Shuttle team.
And let's see here. We're going to have you as the commander. We're going to have you as our pilot, and you are going to be our medic. And we're going to ready up and get going. 100% chance of success.
Deployed.
Just how I planned it. It's going to be sweet, sweet, nice. Alright, one piloting. Yes, it was a success.
Team
Excellent.
awaiting orders.
Alright, Captain, what's left of the ship is filled with ice. A water main must have burst from the heavy damage, but we can likely make our way to the objective. A little ice never hurt anybody. Proceed. Gather as much ice as possible. We're low on water. Find a way to melt the ice and proceed. Alright, we're going to gather as much as possible. We filled the hold with ice, Captain, and it's being melted down and added to our stores. We can finally stop rationing water in the civilian sector. Sweet.
Shuttle returning to ship.
Alright, we
Shuttle
managed to
team
gather up
returning
some of
to
this
ship.
stuff. These are for repairs. These 25 little sprocket thingies. These are to boost our... I'm not sure exactly what those boosts do. We'll see in a second here. Alright, so we're going to back out of here. And
Medical issue resolved.
we're going to hopefully get moving.
Sequencer critical.
Our protein sequencer is critical?
Engines
What does
at
that mean?
maximum.
Let's go to engineering here. Protein sequencer seems to be fine. I don't see what the problem is. Anyway, these things will increase the maximum HP of eligible
Medical
module
alert.
for 10 days. I don't know why we would need our HP increase, but apparently that's a thing we need to do. Alright, let's go here and check out what's going on. Deadly bacteria. Man, you're just having all sorts of problems. Alright, here's our city, guys, inside of our ship. We can build various different things. Right now, our health is a little low, so we need to build
alert.
this.
Scorn tracking our position.
And I think I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to go with hydrogen. It is our fuel, so it's a little bit risky, but I think that's going to be the play. Oh, here we go, guys. The battle. Yeah! Alright, so this is the battle.
Hailed.
The Scorn are a hive mind race. No one knows where they came from. Their homes seem to be aboard a massive ship that is always on the move. They move from star system to star system, systematically destroying and wiping out the native species of the region. Their only goal is eradication. Alright, you humans are becoming an annoyance. Death awaits you. Alright, guys. I'm going to try to explain this while we actually fight. So, basically here, it tells you down here the primary attributes you need for these to be successful. Alright, so let's take a look. We have our engineer, Emily, here. We'll put her on lasers. We should have another pretty high engineer person. Yeah, Jessica Adams. We'll put her on torpedoes. We need a high commander. It's going to be good old Amy Young. And finally, we need a medic, which we don't have the best medic right now, but that's okay. We'll send Alden Williams in for that. Alright, we're going to launch this bad boy and hope that we survive. So, I think it pauses right at the beginning to give me a little bit of time to explain what we're looking at here. It does, okay. So basically, now I don't have this down to a science. The hull, I think, is this current blue color. Actually, everything right now is blue. So, if they were to fire on us right now, what we would have to do is get our deflector shield to blue to match their frequency of their attack that's going to fire at us. If we match that and we deflect it at the right time, it will hit and be deflected and won't do damage, or it'll do very little damage to us. Additionally, we can also evade. While we evade, it allows us to actually just move out of the way and avoid the shot altogether. Now, when we're shooting, we need to be a different color than their current color, which is blue right now. So a red or a yellow would still hit. So that's pretty much how battles and combat and everything works. So let's get to it. We're gonna... I hit the spacebar. So we're gonna start to build it up. You can always hit the spacebar to pause it. Alright, so you see right here, he's charging up his attack. We're gonna switch over to blue. And unfortunately, we're not gonna be ready in time. Oh, we got it off in time. He actually missed, which is ironic. Alright, so we're firing right now. Actually on his hull. I don't want to fire on his hull. I want to target his shields. Alright, we're going to dodge to the side. We evaded it that way.
Enemy missed, Captain.
Alright, he is now yellow. We're going to fire again onto his shields. We're going to switch over. He's firing blue again. We're going to fire once again on our shields. We're going to hit our deflector. Hopefully that deflected the vast majority of it. We're going to shoot his shields again. Alright, we took his shields out. I'm going to switch over to his weapons.
Medical issue resolved.
Alright, he's going to fire on us again. We're going to hit our evade button. And we're going to fire ourselves.
Shot missed.
Actually, we're going to go yellow and we're going to fire. And we're trying to target his weapons here so we can just shoot him down.
Missed, Captain.
Alright, we're going to deflect now, right before his shot fires.
Enemy shot deflected.
We're going to hit him with a yellow blast. We did some damage to his weapons and a little bit damage to his hull there. We go down to blue. He's switching over to yellow. We're going to try to evade this shot.
Enemy module offline.
So it looks like we did some damage to his weapon. Oh! We went right back into his line of sight, unfortunately. We dodged too early is what happened there. Alright, we're going to fire this. Should be enough to kill him off, I believe. Yep, there it is. So we were victorious in our combat. We managed to get quite a bit of stuff, actually. So we're going to hopefully be able to grab up all of that. And indeed we are. And we're still rocking. Our magnesium is pretty low, though. And that's going to be a problem. So that's pretty much combat and everything in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen. I got to actually show you everything that I wanted to show you here. So I hope you guys got to enjoy that. That seems to be another scout. And he is kind of in our way. Unfortunately, right now, I am not seeing where this other... there it is. I'm not seeing where this other planet is at. So we're going to head there. We have 9 days left of food, which isn't great. But I think this is the perfect time to break off this first look episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share it. And if you want more information about the game, the developer, where to get the game, any of that wonderful fun stuff will be down below in the description of the video. Once again, the game is called Into the Stars. It's by Fugitive Games, and it's a lot of fun, guys. I highly recommend it. Anyway, until the very next first look episode, ladies and gentlemen, my name's Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.